Two-time World Heavyweight Champion, WWE Hall of Famer.
The only living inductee to G.I. Joe.
Living? He wasn't the only. There were 5 of them. He was the first live inductee.
Hey, there's no others that matter after Sergeant Slaughter, buddy.
Well, that's true. Without Slaughter, Roddy Piper would never have been a G.I. Joe member, and Refrigerator Perry probably wouldn't have either.
There he is. There's the man.
Apparently, Kimberly is overwhelmed with the presence of the legend. Sergeant Slaughter. I got one word for you, Sarge, and it's on my shirt. It goes, Cobra! And I don't mean Cobra Clutch either.
I got one word for you about Sergeant Slaughter there, Tad.
What's that?
Icon, buddy.
Yeah, that's
now
true.
Coming to the ring, we have the current Intercontinental Champion, Hans Baumgartner.
I cannot deny that any more than I can deny the German heritage of the Iron Eagle, Hans Baumgartner. The man with the bravery, the man with the guts to take the American flag and show these people what it's really made for, toilet paper. Because the American flag doesn't represent capitalism, it represents all these morons here who want to scream and cry USA when there's nothing but Americans in the ring. Guess what? This guy's not American, and I'm gonna root for him.
He's got a very angry Solitude that's coming up and getting in his face here in a matter of moments.
I don't care how angry he needs to hit the treadmill. Then I'll start believing he can do something with his anger. Actually set the American flag on fire. He better call this match right down the middle.
Brainwashed before he burned that American flag.
I don't care. I will lose my faith in Sergeant Slaughter if he actually does not call this match. If Solitude does something dirty, I'm expecting that guy.
Oh, he's got the American flag.
Do the right thing. I'm expecting Sergeant Slaughter to do the right thing and get in Solitude's face. Maybe he'll set it on fire. I give you Sergeant Slaughter, PWI. Just burn the flag. And that's something that Solitude probably doesn't even know.
Here he comes, one half of the armed forces, representing America in the full red, white. Oh, it's on! It's on! It's a tussle.
This match is underway. The music's still playing.
This is a barroom brawl with 2 men.
Almost like a New Jack match. The music doesn't stop. But New Jack's not here. All you got is Hans and Solitude.
Solitude's not letting up on this. You don't take the American flag and do that to us.
Solitude not a happy camper tonight, obviously. I have to agree with you there. But I'm telling you, Sergeant Slaughter had better call this down the middle, or I'll be ragging him for weeks to come. You will hear from me on that score.
He looks like he's doing a fantabulous job.
So far. This match...
Oh, Hans off the pole.
This match has only just begun. These two look like they're ready to beat the hell out of each other tonight.
Anything goes.
Apparently it is anything goes because Sergeant Slaughter is not stopping them. He's not counting them out.
Solitude called for it. The crowd wanted it. Here you go.
And you gave it to him like the mook you are. God, Ray, what's wrong with you, man? Why do you always have to placate these idiots here in Goose Creek?
Well,
let me have some crawdad.
Hans has the same rights available to him.
Give me a big serving of crayfish. Hunt me some venison. I want to eat like a redneck tonight.
Oh.
Something tells me I'm going to have tacos later. Just to spite both these guys.
Oh.
Everybody knows I'm not a big fan of Solitude. Hans Baumgartner, obviously the bigger man, obviously in better shape. And I think the only way he could lose this match is if Slaughter got involved in the wrong capacity. I just don't see Solitude having the the strength and the power. I mean, Hans is all over him right now.
He's working over Solitude pretty good.
It's incredible. No holds barred, just like you made it, and now your boy Solitude is going to pay for that ruling from Mr. Temporary Commissioner Ray Lewis.
Solitude wanted it. Solitude
Mr.
can handle
One-Nighter.
himself.
Solitude's going to pay. Right now.
Oh, right to the small of the back.
Almost a chop block to the back itself. More like a forearm. Knee to the back. Looks like he's working him over. Says he's going to break Solitude right now. It's like a sidewalk slam coming up. Oh, a backbreaker. He turned it into a backbreaker, and now he's putting pressure. The referee, Sergeant Slaughter, Mr. G.I. Joe, Mr. Cobra Clutch himself.
Oh. Solitude feeling that one.
Obviously, the power of Hans Baumgartner is not to be trifled with. This is a reckoning. This is a reckoning for all these USA chanters here tonight. Solitude
making his way back to his feet.
Oh, tie clenched knee drop, if you will.
If Solitude will.
Oh, flying forearm. Almost like a forearm splash, Ray. Disgusting. But then Sergeant Solitude is pretty disgusting. Treadmill, that's all I can say. Treadmill.
Hey, he's definitely working over Hans right now.
I am taking nothing away from the athleticism. I'm just saying, you know, I'm sure he looked a little bit less girthful in his youth. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure I'm not the only one with this opinion.
Oh, Hans is gonna feel that.
He looked like he bit him on the forehead there. That's just dirty, Ray.
Solitude would not do that.
He just bit him on the forehead. You're going to tell me he didn't?
He didn't bite him in the forehead. Oh, going after the shoulder.
Hans Baumgartner looks like he's bleeding out of the forehead now, and you're going to tell me that he didn't just bite him on the forehead?
I didn't see anything like that.
It looked like that to me.
Well,
It was either that or he had some kind of weapon and he was jabbing him in the face with it. I don't know what's going on, but something illegal just happened, and Hans Baumgartner is paying for it.
Special guest referee Sergeant Slaughter keeping it good.
Well, maybe he didn't bust him open.
Maybe dislocated Hans' shoulder.
That could be it. He is favoring the shoulder, but he's not bleeding like I thought he was. I called that one wrong. And I am man enough to admit when I'm wrong. Scoop and a slam with power. Goose step, Sieg Heil elbow drop from the Iron Eagle. And he told the fans exactly what he thought of the American flag right there. Slow count from Sergeant Slaughter. I'm calling that a slow count, Ray.
You call it what you want. It was
Come on.
normal.
Come on, Sarge, you got to count faster. Do it right.
Uh-oh.
And a huge, huge spine buster. Slow count again.
2 count.
What is it with Sergeant Slaughter? That's one of the slowest counts I've ever seen.
He was on time with that.
He was slow. This is not right.
Solitude regaining his composure.
Big time right hand. Solitude out on his feet. Hans Baumgartner puts him down with another big right. The Iron Eagle walking tall. Goose stepping tall. One Solitude on his feet. Oh, Solitude tries for a spear, but he gets caught. And
Oh, no.
Hans just muscles him up.
Oh,
Fireman's
no.
carry.
Oh, no.
Fireman's carry. Oh! To a DVD. Solitude is going to feel that for the next week. In fact, he's going to feel that last week. Another slow count from Sergeant Slaughter. What is going on here? Come on. Got to count fast.
Hey, he was counting.
He wasn't counting right. Look, 1, 2. It's like watching a guy on molasses refereeing a match here.
He's doing a great job. consummate professional, icon of wrestling.
Icon, maybe, but obviously Hans Baumgartner agrees he's not counting fast enough.
Solitude.
Solitude should have been counted out 3 times by now. But the All-American and Slaughter stands there watching Sergeant Solitude as he runs himself head first into that steel ring post. Hans Baumgartner with the wherewithal to step aside. That was a huge headshot. I don't know how Solitude is on his feet right now. Oh! Almost a curb stomp right into the pole.
Oh, my God.
J.W. Kensington out here checking on Solitude.
Making sure everybody's okay. He wouldn't be out here checking.
Can Solitude continue the match? Sergeant Slaughter, once again, with a slow count. Counting Solitude out, giving him the chance to get back in the ring.
Solitude's starting to make his way up. Solitude making his way back to his feet, regaining his composure slowly.
Oh, I think I'm going to throw up. I'm looking at a guy in the crowd with a yellow shirt, open, big fat gut hanging out, waving the American flag.
Series of closed fists, man.
Put your shirt on, you hillbilly. I'm going to puke. I need a bucket, Ray Lewis. I need it right now. Or I'm going to throw up on you. Oh, he's doing it again. Oh. These disgusting fat body fans. This crowd makes me want to throw up even with the shirts on. A huge double forearm. Put Solitude on the mat.
Solitude's bleeding.
Solitude has been bleeding since he hit the ring post. Bleeding profusely. And this match hardly underway. We've only been going for about 5 minutes now.
Oh!
Nice
Reversal.
leg sweep. Thought he was going for a pinfall. He's going for a series of right hands. Now slamming Hans Baumgartner's head into the mat. And that mat is not as forgiving as a lot of people might think.
No, it's not.
That's a couple of pieces of plywood being held up by 2x4s and metal.
Oh, knee drop.
Solitude just drove Hans Baumgartner practically through that mat. Some great action here tonight. Taking nothing away from Sarge. But definitely not taking anything away from the Iron Eagle Hans Baumgartner. Baumgartner, and by Sarge, I mean Sergeant Solitude. Baumgartner, though, the Iron Eagle, a talent from the other side of the planet.
Hey, Sergeant Slaughter doing a great job in the ring tonight, too.
And for once, these people are actually legitimately chanting USA for someone.
Oh.
Solitude takes one right to the kisser.
Right as he was setting up for a big right arm.
Solitude was going to try something, but he got caught off guard. As is what happens when you face a talent like Hans Baumgartner. Oh, that fat guy needs to sit down. Oh, I'm getting disgusted more and more with every second. Is he German-Irish? That was a headbutt.
Solitude. Oh. How much more punishment can Solitude take?
That's right.
Oh.
Sieg Heil, baby. Heil Hans. Heil Hans. Slow count again from Sergeant Slaughter. Hans Baumgartner is about fed up with the Sarge. You may be a legend, but it won't stop Hans Baumgartner from dropping you where you stand. He's not American. He doesn't care.
Sergeant Slaughter, consummate professional.
Consummate slow counter. I am unimpressed with Sergeant Slaughter's performance today. I hope you understand what I mean by that. He's a legend, and I take nothing away from that, but he's a horrible referee. Worst referee in the world. He's even worse than
He's
J.W.
doing a great
Kensington.
job, man.
Don't interrupt me when I'm talking.
Oh, Hans over the top rope with a big clothesline.
Sergeant Slaughter is doing a worse job than J.W. Kensington. And J.W. Kensington's the worst ref in the world. It's hard to beat him. Slaughter's doing it. Should have thought before he called me a maggot. Big suplex.
On the concrete.
That's why I called it big. This match is spilling out to the floor. It's back in the ring. It's all over the place. Slaughter says it is not over yet. He's not giving up. Making his way to his seat, Hans Baumgartner. Solitude now.
Where's Hans going? He doesn't even know where he's at.
Taking a breather, putting some distance between him and Solitude to try and catch his breath, shake out the cobwebs. Solitude grabs a hold of him. Oh, a big chop from behind.
Oh, you can hear that one out in the parking lot.
It's huge, 2 huge chops. And Baumgartner is trying to get away.
Why would he be trying to get away?
Catch more breath. Solitude won't let him catch that breath. It's a smart move. This match spilling out into the crowd now. Slaughter making his way out. Watching the action. Don't know what's happening now.
Looks like Hans got control.
Sergeant Slaughter going out there. I can't see what's going on from here, Ray.
Crowd's gathering around. This is what happens when you take it into the crowd.
Baumgartner with a schoolyard headlock now on Solitude. Looks like they're coming back to the ring. Oh! Rammed him head first. Basically made him spear the steel ring post. That's even worse than the house ring post. Those are solid steel. The house ring posts are hollow. These ring posts, absolutely solid all the way through.
Solitude's got more in him.
I don't know how.
He's fighting for his country.
I don't know where he's getting it.
He's fighting for the flag. He's fighting for his fellow countrymen.
But he's not fighting for the true Americas because he's not really doing it for money. Like the company. Big drop toe hold catches Hans Baumgartner off guard. Puts him on the floor. Sarge now trying to climb his way back into the ring. Slaughter says it's not over. He's asking Hans if he wants to give up. Hans says no, so Slaughter gives the sign. It's still going. It's still on like neckbone.
On like Donkey Kong.
That's right.
Solitude brings Hans into the ring.
Solitude in now.
Catching his second win.
I don't know where he's getting this from.
And a reversal. Oh!
Big short arm clothesline reversal. And Hans Baumgartner says it's over. He's picking Solitude up. Solitude with the double choke.
No.
Oh! Huge sit-down powerbomb. The Baumgartner, if you will. And the Iron Eagle now standing tall. He wants to do a real number. No, wait a minute. He's going to give a quick pinfall. And another slow count. Now, Hans may be making a mistake here. Getting in the face of Sergeant Slaughter, you don't want to do that. Sarge may be getting up there in years, but he's still a huge human being.
What's this?
It's like a small package.
Oh, there's a 3 count.
What?
It's it.
And the winner of this
What?
match and your new Intercontinental Champion,
The new Intercontinental Champion, Sergeant Solitude.
Ray, this is not right. I'm calling foul on this. I don't know what
He
this
beat
is.
Hans fair and square, buddy.
I don't know what. I can't fault Sergeant Slaughter. I will say, other than the slow count, Sergeant Slaughter did call it right down the middle. But I just can't believe this. I cannot believe this.
Uh-oh. What's Hans got? What's
Looks
going
like
in the
a
ring now?
chair. Hans has a chair.
Uh-oh.
And
Slaughter
Slaughter.
takes it from him. Says, buddy. Oh!
And Hans has had enough of
No,
Slaughter.
you don't hit Slaughter. No!
Hans is tired of the slow counts. He's tired of the missed calls.
no.
Slaughter.
Ah!
Ah! Slaughter with a big boot.
Not
Hans
having any of this.
misses.
Ah!
A big lariat, a left-hand lariat.
The American hero, Sergeant Slaughter.
Mr. G.I. Joe At least he didn't burn the American flag.
Cobra
this
clutch.
time.
Is it?
I think it is.
Ah, yeah! Cobra! History making tonight, baby. History at OSCW.
Sergeant Slaughter is working over the Iron Eagle. Sarge was an impartial member of this match, and I believe Hans did attack him. He shouldn't have.
Hans did it to himself. Hans did it to himself. Sergeant Slaughter showing he can handle himself.
And your new Intercontinental Champion, much to my chagrin, Sergeant Solitude, with Sergeant Slaughter holding his hand high. Born in the USA, one thing Hans Baumgartner can't say